All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I am Richard Hurst, and as of right now, I am all by myself. I don't have a co-commentator with me tonight, but we are getting ready to get started, and they are right now putting in their qualifying laps. But tonight is a good race. It should be a good race. We are taking on the mile, the Monster Mile, that is, and. We shall see how it plays out. Dylan Hervaten has not loaded into the race yet, so we may see a new winner here tonight. And we'll take a look at our points. As of right now, it looks like Hervaten is going to be in the top spot, number one, with Darren Bruce following right behind in second. Cody Johnson is going to be sitting in third, Joe Muchel in fourth, Zachary Marchison in fifth. Sean Anderson is going to be sixth, Mark Kincaid is going to be seventh, and Nathan Lafayette is going to be eighth. Mason Thompson is going to be a ninth. Curtis Ecker is going to be wrapping out the 10th spot. Oh, said he's still at work. Oh, yeah, I hate to hear that, but he's got a good enough points lead there, Oddball, that I don't think he has anything to worry about tonight. Matt Banky is going to be in 11th. Stephen Light is going to be 12th. Lucas Reed is going to be 13th. Perrin Huggins, he is going to be showing in the 14th. Chris Isaacs, 15th. Lyle Mitchell is going to be 16th. Jeffrey Rudick is going to be 17th. 18th is going to be Richard Mendonza. Zachary Mecca is going to be 19th. And Colton is going to be 20th. 21st is going to be Brianna Laurent. 22nd is going to be Trent Robinette. Jeremy Scherer is going to be 23rd. Christopher Alkire, 24th. Damon Nagel is going to be 25th. And Justin Shoup is going to be 26th. Jack Nudemacher, 27th. Kyle Chapin is going to be 28th. Willie Evernham is going to be 29th. David Simcox Jr. is going to be 30th. James Manderbrud, I wish I could see him out on track. Always a good racer, pretty good friend here to the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. Always glad to see him when he's out here racing. He's going to be showing in the 31st spot. 32nd is going to be Chase Greer. I'm going to be 33rd. Yay! And Cody Brown, 34th. Mark Berry, 35th. Corey Deal, 36th. Robert Gray, 37th. Balin Powell, which is actually in this race tonight, he is a newcomer. He is going to be 38th. And Ryan Van Henschel is going to be 39th, and Zachary Stevens is going to be wrapping up the 40th position. Got a couple people out on track. We're going to go take a look and see what they are doing. And let's go to a TV camera. There we go. Oh, and not what we wanted to see as we just got into the in-car cam with Von Henschel. So he has smacked the wall on his qualifying lap. Justin Shoup out there on track. Let's see what he is doing. It looks like he may have finished up in that 09 Toyota. Glad to see some Toyotas out here. It was a Ford Chevrolet show at the beginning of the season, and now it is actually moving towards getting more and more Toyotas out there. So good to see at least 4 Toyotas out there. Darren Bruce out there in his Ford Mustang, number 27. He is going to be trying to put in some blazing fast laps, but right now Stephen Light is going to be holding the top spot. And forgive me, folks, I did change monitors, and I went to an ultra-wide, so I know things are a little bit off on the stream, so please forgive me. Got a couple of viewers out there in the chat. We appreciate y'all stopping by and joining us this evening here at the Genesis Cup Series. And it looks like Darren Bruce is going to be all finished up, and there is the monster. He is probably going to chew up and spit out a couple of these cars tonight, but hopefully they got a good handle on everything. Oh, it looks like I have Miss Amanda in the booth with me. She snuck in on me.
Good evening, Richard.
Good evening.
Yeah, just a little sneaky tonight. That's what
Sneaky,
happens when you
sneaky.
take a nap during the day.
Well, it looks like qualifying is all over, and I don't know if you're in the race yet, but
I
qualifying is
am.
over. And we'll take a look at our, maybe. There is our lineup right there. So we got, hold on. We got Stephen Light. He is going to be on the pole here tonight, and we got Scott Healy. He is a newcomer to the league. He just joined tonight. He is going to be sitting in second. Third is going to be Perrin Huggins. Fourth is going to be Zach Mecca. Fifth is going to be Mr. Darren Bruce. Sixth is going to be Mark Kincaid. We got Justin Shoup in seventh. Eighth is going to be Matt Banky. Ninth is going to be Sean Anderson. 10th is going to be Balin Powell. Amanda?
11th will be Ryan Von Henschel. 12th will be Lucas Reed. 13th will be Zachary Margison. 14th, Cody B. Johnson. 15th, Nathan Lafayette. 16th, Jeffrey Rudick. 17th, Christopher Alkire. 18th will be Curtis Ecker. 19th is Colton Hopfner. 20th is going to be Miss Brianna Laurent. 21st will be Joel Munchel. And bringing up the rear is going to, in 22nd is going to be Lyle Mitchell.
All right, all right, all right. It looks like they are all gridded in and getting ready to take that pace lap. And tonight we will have 200 laps here at Dover. We will have a stage break at lap 100. 65% fuel. They have 5 sets of tires, 4 in the pits. Or excuse me, 5 in the pits and 1 on the car. So that's 6 sets of tires because Dover is known for eating up tires, and 1 fast repair. Chris Isaac's out there saying, Richard, we don't care that you have an ultra wide. Get it together. Yeah.
Where did he say that?
He said it, he said it on YouTube.
Oh. He's just jealous. It's okay.
Yeah, he's just jealous. Well, the pace car is about to dive off, and we are about to go green with that 99 up in front. He is going to take the green flag. The newcomer, the 64 of Healy, he is going to be to the outside, and they are green flag racing here at Dover. The Monster Mile. Looks like the 64 is going to have a run on the outside, and he is going to be able to take the lead coming out of turn number 1 into turn number 2. He is going to have the lead out of turn number 2. They are going to be on the backstretch, and it looks like Light is going to be able to take the low lane, and he is going to take the lead right on back from that number 64 and put him back into second. You got the 24. He is working on the outside. Also, he is trying to get around. That is going to be Perrin Huggins in that 8. Not able to get there this time. Ooh, we got some bumper contact. And got Perrin Huggins a little out of shape, but he does collect it. And the 27 and Darren Bruce is sitting there watching this unfold. We do have driver cams tonight. And our driver cams are going to be Curtis Ecker. It's going to be Zach, the Holy One Mecca. We got Stephen Light, and we got Joe Munchel for our driver views tonight. So glad to have them on board, sharing their cameras with us here. Kyle Chafin, 44, turned in, still out of town. Good luck to all. Let's go 305. So got a couple of our drivers at work and a couple out of town. Can't wait to see you back on track. We love watching everything that y'all do. Well, we'll go back to see what's going on out front, and it looks like Light is going to be taking a pretty good gap on Healy. Healy is about a half a second back. He still has Huggins right there, about two-tenths of a second back behind him, and you got Mecca right there on the bumper of Huggins still. We'll go back through the field just a little bit as they are pretty much single file, and we got a car a little bit out of shape. I think that was I think that was Lucas Reed. And there is the yellow flag. And I don't know who that was. Oh, it was Zach Mecca. He has crashed out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to him.
All right, you got that, Richard. SDK has decided it needs to run an update now.
I got you.
10 million updates earlier, and this one goes, hey, surprise, we're going to do this now.
Ooh, looks like a little bit of contact between the 8 and the 24, and the 8 is going to be sideways with the 24 just pushing him right on around. And they are both going to go to the wall and be spun all the way around. Hopefully nobody else got any contact of that. There you see Mark Kincaid. He is trying to make an evasive maneuver. Does he get around? Yes, he does. No other contact with any other cars were involved, so that's a good thing. So the monster has already claimed 2 victims here tonight. They're going to definitely have to go get those cars repaired. And first caution of the night. So SDK is updating on you?
Yes.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, you know, it does that sometimes. It's like, oh, hey, by the way, oh, I did a, you have a screen share, by the way.
Oh, do I? All right.
You do.
Well, let me go grab that, and we'll go ahead and set that up while we are under caution.
All right.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh, what?
I was on camera.
How many people knew you were on camera, Richard?
None, just me. Well,
Oh.
I did pop up for a second.
Oh, hell. Go tell your brother to come here.
Mute.
Okay, sorry. My eyes burn. TSI Motorsport says my eyes burn now. You've been spotted.
That's my 3rd camera this month. Oh, you know what?
What, the 3rd time you've been on camera?
No. That's the 3rd camera this month. I broke them all.
Oh, Lord. I'll go check the pawn shop for you next. Those are probably haunted or something. You'll be fine.
All right. There we go. I got it in now.
I forgot who TSN Motorsports is. Is that Jack?
I'm not telling.
Green flag,
No
green
way.
flag.
Well, the green flag is out, and Stephen Light decided to take the outside lane on that restart. And H-Hug said, what the hell is Mecca doing? I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully everything works itself out. And it looks like we have Mark Kincaid moving up to 2nd place. He is going to work it. He worked his way around Scott Healy. And once again, Scott Healy is a new driver to us. This is the first time we're seeing him on track. And he is doing relatively well up there in that 3rd position. He has got Mark Kincaid right there in front of him. He is trying to make up a little bit of ground coming out of turn number 2, and he does have a little bit of run looking to the inside coming into turn number 3. He is going to be right there on that bottom lane with a 27 in tow, so we can see we might see Mark Kincaid drop a couple of positions, a little bit of wiggle out of the 64, but they do get it straightened out, and the 27 was not able to get around the 54. But let's go back through the field just a little bit, and it looks like it's going to be pretty straight. Oh, we got the 43 out of shape, and he he did save it. He got into the wall, but he does not have any steering, so he's going to have to ride that wall. He is staying out of everybody's way. So he is going to go towards the back, and he has got to get that car repaired now. So we will probably see him go a couple laps down. But we'll go back through the field and see where everybody's stacking up. There's the 64, there's the 54, there's the 27 riding in the 4th position. 5th position is going to be belong to Justin Shu. Not a bad job. He is actually up 2 positions from where he started. And there is the 13 of Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson, he is up about 3 positions. So he's doing relatively well. We've got Zach Marchson. He is going to be up 6 positions, riding around in 7th. So not a bad way to start, as we only have about 15 laps completed of our 200. A lot of racing left to go. And let's go back through the field just a little bit more. There's Von Henschel. He is riding around in that Miller Lite number 2. Wasn't he driving Miller last night? Now he's driving Miller Lite tonight.
Yes.
All right. So he's taking
It was a Miller last night. Tonight it's Miller Lite. I guess you get variety is the spice of life.
Or maybe he's on a diet on Wednesdays. I mean, I don't know. Light beer? I don't know. I like light beer.
Weirdo.
Only Bud Light, though. Well, riding around in the 10th spot, or the 9th spot, excuse me, is going to be Matt Banky in that number 35 Tropicana orange juice. And he is in a Chevrolet. I thought he was in a Toyota. My bad. But he is in the 9th spot. Cody B. Johnson, he is back out on track. He did not have the best of nights last night, but he is right here in the 10th position, up 4 spots from where he started. Perrin Huggins, after that incident, he has worked his way back up to 11th with Balin Powell. What is that noise?
I was going to ask you if you were okay.
Sound like you were falling out or something.
No, I'm sitting here going through. I'm noticing we have quite a few new drivers in this race, and I realized that I logged in late, so I missed something. Obviously, story of my life.
And it looks like Perrin Huggins, he is trying to make a statement. He was riding in the 3rd position, and now he got into an incident with the 24, and now he is working his way back up front. Now, speaking of the 24, he is not too far behind, as he is trying to work his way around 12th position of Balin Powell. And they were too wide, almost door to door. So he is trying to get his way around here at lap 21, and now he's working on Matt Banky, and he was able to make the pass on the low lane. Curtis Ecker up 4 positions. He qualified in the 18th spot, and now he's up 4 in 14th. So good to see him on the move. Lucas Reed is in the 15th spot, down 3 positions from where he started. Now, Dover can be a very tricky track. At first, it can be a little bit loose, and then the car will tighten up on you. But it looks like they got a pretty good handle on these race cars. Joe Munchel, he is one of our driver view cams, and he is riding around in the 16th position. All right, we'll go back up front for just a moment, and it looks like Steven has actually broke out to a 1.2 second lead, I believe that was. Let's go to our, there it is. So yeah, about 1.2 second lead over Healy, and then Bruce is about 1.2 seconds back from Healy. So the field is starting to get spread out just a little bit. Mark Kincaid has fallen off about 1.5 seconds, or 1.4 back from Bruce. So everybody's starting to get spread out. Alkire is going to be 3 laps down. The next would be Miss Brianna. She's definitely got to pick up the pace, because here comes Stephen Light. He is going to be coming into turn number 2 as she is coming out of coming into turn number 1 as she is coming into turn number 2. So he is on the move, and he is looking to put some cars laps down if they don't pick up the pace a little bit. Amanda, what you got?
And you know what, Richard? You're not wrong.
I ain't lying.
There's not a lot of excitement in the race just yet. Of course, we are just getting started.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a lot of excitement in the race. You just have to find it.
Oh,
Oh.
well, thank you for telling us you were here.
I just got in.
I bet
I
that
just-
was the noise, Richard. That was the noise right there. I found it. Hold on, let me go ahead and take care of it. I'm kidding.
Well, Chris
I just
Isaac
ruined
asked.
Albuquerque.
Chris Isaac asked if we can help keep track of the top 10 at the stage break. That would be very much appreciative. But he was just saying he didn't care about my ultra wide monitor and this, that, and the other. He was being rude to me, and now he wants my help. I'm gonna have to really give this some thought.
I got you, Chris.
Aw, that's so messed up. Well, we put SDK on exciting, and right now it is following Zach Mecca. And he is in the 10th spot. So he's made it back up to the top 10. Now we're riding around with Justin Shoup, and Justin Shoup has got Zachary Martinson on his tail, and he is in hot pursuit of that position of. Lost my train of thought.
You okay over there?
Yeah, I gotta get a sip of tea.
Looks like Cody B. Johnson. Is that who that was?
Cody B. Johnson is riding around in the 8th position, but Justin Shoup, he just got passed by Zachary Martinson, and that's what I was actually trying to say. That Zachary Martinson was in pursuit, trying to get that position away from him, and he was working hard, and he finally did. Now he is the biggest mover of the race. He is actually up 7 positions, and he's got Sean Anderson in his sights. He's not too far ahead of Martinson, so we shall see if he can track him down. Now, Dover is a track that you want to kind of lay back and save a little bit of tires, and maybe that's what he has done. But back out front, Light has broken out to a 2-second lead, and he had just now put Miss Brianna 1 lap down. So as of right now, she is the first car 1 lap down. The next one will be the 74 of Jeffrey Rudick. Jeffrey Rudick has his hands full. He is trying to get around Lyle Mitchell. Lyle Mitchell riding around in 19th. Jeffrey Rudick wants it, and he's going to try to get it. Not able to get it this time as they come in to turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Looks like Lyle Mitchell has put a little bit of gap on him. Oh, Chris said, I knew there was some real help up there, Amanda. Oh, I don't like
Just remember that, Chris, the next time you go to Boston Airport. So
it.
just saying.
Well, I don't know what has happened to Scott Healy's car, but he is falling off pace, and he has actually got Martinson tracking him down, and Martinson is looking to get into the top 5. Martinson got a little bit of loose coming out of turn number 2, and now he's going to look to the bottom as Healy had Laurent right there in front. That's going to be a lap down car. That's not for a position, and they're all going to make it around her, and it looks like the 64 just got a little bit loose. Now that we are at lap 36, so these tires have some miles on them, but that 88 is still on the move. You got Perrin Huggins. He has made it up to 6th from his spin, and he is right there on the back bumper of the 88, trying to take over that 5th position that Zachary Martinson just got, and he is going to look to the bottom, and he is maybe going to have it. They are going to be door to door as they come down the front stretch. Now into turn number 1, Huggins going to ride down low towards the apron, and he is going to be able to make the slide job for the pass. So good job by Huggins in getting back up into the top 5. And let's see where Zach Mecca is. He's back there in 9th. So he He has made it up in the top 10, but he's still got a lot of work to do as he has his sights set on Healy. Well, while we have a second, we're going to go up to our leader, and we're going to look at our driver cams and see how they are handling this racetrack. Oop, hold on. All right, Stephen Light on the bottom left-hand screen. You got Curtis Ecker on the top left-hand, and you got Zach Mecca. He is going to be up on the top right, and Joe Munchel down on the bottom right. So it looks like it's still smooth sailing inside the cockpit. They're not really fighting the car all that much from what I'm seeing from Curtis's view and Zach Mecca's view. It looks like he may have just scrubbed the wall just a little bit. So it looks like these cars are starting to get tight as this track heats up or cools down. And it looks like Stephen Light has just put Jeffrey Rudick a lap down. All right, well, we will go back up to full screen. And what are y'all seeing on the track? Amanda or Mark?
So I'm currently watching the 24 of Zach Mecca close the gap between him and Scott Healy. Not super exciting, but oh, and something just happened.
And there's a caution, and you were just talking about Scott Healy, and he was the one that brought out the caution.
That he did. All right, so it looks like he wrecked. Let me see what happened. Go back. It's a one-car incident, so nobody else is taken out in this, but I'm just trying to figure out what just happened here.
Yeah, pit road is definitely going to be busy. I don't know.
I mean, with them being at 65% fuel, this may be a good time for them to stop and take, top off the fuel. So it looks like he just
Well, let me go
loose.
side by side so we can take a look.
All right.
All right, we are side by side.
Hold on, I gotta go backwards.
I know.
All right. So this is at full speed. He just kind of, going into that turn. Maybe he overcorrected a little bit. It's hard to tell. But, I've learned that, overcorrecting even in the slightest can cause some serious issues. So if you watch.
Yeah, right there is that car is loose, and he is riding way down on that bottom, so that car is kicked out. He does a good job of keeping it off the wall, so great car control from that 64. Not a lot of drivers can do that without either A, collecting the wall or collecting another driver. Well, it looks like Cody Johnson is going to be scored the leader. He's going to be up 13 positions right now. Nope, he's going to bring it down pit road. So he stayed out to lead a lap and get a bonus point for leading a lap. And that's going to turn the lead right back over to Stephen Light. And Stephen Light driving the 99 Wounded Warrior Project. That is a nice looking ride. We'll go back through the field and take a look at everybody's car. How about that?
All righty.
There we have Darren Bruce in that number 27. You have the 54 Mark Kincaid. He is in his normal primary arms paint scheme. Cooler's Light out there on the track, and that's driven by Sean Anderson. There is Zach Mecca in his Nickerettes number 24. Jeff Gordon paint scheme. Oh, we got Perrin Huggins in the Cheddar's Camaro. Cave RP for Zach Margison. And Balin Powell, our newcomer, he is going to be driving the 11 Sherman Williams. There is that SBGN number 19 of Curtis Ecker. Curtis Ecker now broke the top 10, so he pulled off a really good pit strategy. And there is Justin Shoup. It's a battle of the beers tonight, I'm telling you.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it is. Joe Munchel in that number 69 Freightliner. We'll go back and we'll go through the field and look at these paint schemes a little bit more. And
Oh, now I'm mad you didn't get the Lucas Reed's car.
oh, I'm watching it on your screen.
It's a Sharpie car. It's so cool.
Well, if we weren't going green, I would definitely stay on them, but we will show the rest of those cars in just a bit. Looks like y'all pulled that laser pointer out after all.
What's that?
That's what Chris said. If it's not a cereal war, why not a beer war?
I mean, Battle of the Beers.
Green flag.
Cereals could be Battle of the Bowls. What's in your bowl of cereal?
What'd you say? What's in your bowl of cereal?
Yeah.
That's like the freaking Capital One. What's in your wallet?
I thought about that after I said it. You'll be okay.
Well, Stephen Light has jumped out to the lead once again. He took the outside and he jumped out, to a pretty good little gap there over Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson up 7 positions, riding around in the 2nd position, but he has Darren Bruce. Now, this is going to be Hervatten's teammate, and he is looking to the bottom of Sean Anderson, and he is going to be able to take that position away as they come down the front stretch. Is going to be a 2x2 battle, and here comes Perrin Huggins. Perrin Huggins is right back up to the front, right back where he was when he was involved in that incident, and he's making a statement. He wants a win, or another win, because he does have a win here, but looks like he knows how to handle Dover. So will the monster get him again? Only time will tell. And let's see where his arch nemesis is, because I know there is a little bit of beef right now. And that's going to be probably that 13. Or back here in 13th, that's going to be that 24. So there might be a little bit of, I don't know, there could be. There may not be, I don't know. We'll have to find out when we see the chats. Look at Lyle Mitchell. He is trying to make a move on the outside of Colton. Colton going to fight right back in that number 48 Caterpillar, and he's doing a really good job. And now he's going to be looking to the inside of 10 of Lucas Reed, and right there on the back bumper of Zach Mecca. That is a good battle right there, 5-car battle, and you have the 43. That is not for a position, but he is hanging in there. If he was on the lead lap, he would be hanging in there for a position.
The 43 and the 10 are touching fenders. Oh, only for a second.
Can't say that.
How rude.
Zach Mecca looked like he got into the wall just a little bit, and that's going to allow Lucas Reed to come on around that 24. And Zach Mecca is going to fall some positions, now down to 16th. So this little battle has pretty much fizzled out. We'll go see what the next hot thing is on the track. And there is a 2 of Ryan Von Henschel. And it looks like the 09 is trying to make his way up to Joel Munchel.
You've also got the 19 of Curtis Ecker trying to make his way around the 54 of Mark Kincaid.
Oh, okay. Good job. Good job. We're tuned into it now. Call it.
Hey, listen, Curtis is just trying to make his way around Mark, and it seems like every time Curtis starts to make a move, Mark blocks him. However, Curtis just was able to use that bottom line to make his way and take that 6th position spot. Now Mark has to deal with Balin Powell right behind him, because if Balin Powell can find a hole, he will take it and make his way around Mark Kincaid as well. Looks like Curtis Eckert is working on making his way not only into the top 10, but also into the top 5 this evening.
Yep, he is right there, one spot away from that top 5.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you noticed this, but right now Curtis Eckert is currently our biggest mover of the night, up 12 positions from where he started.
Yep, he's got to be careful because Joel Munchel is back there 11 spots up, riding around in 10th. So he's got to make some moves and keep Munchel from gaining any more positions to hold on to that biggest mover of the race. I talked to Curtis earlier, and he felt pretty darn good about Dover, and that is actually starting to show right here at lap 58. So we got 42 laps left to go in the first stage. Still anybody's stage, and we got a little side-by-side battle. Who is that with? Oh, that was with Shoop and Munchel for a second, but that did fizzle out quickly as Shoop had to back off just a little bit. And look at 64. He is making a move to the inside, and he was able to make that pass. Now he's got Mark Kincaid. So the 64 had a little bit of an incident, a little bit of a self-spin, did not damage that car any, and now working his way back up towards the front. Let's look at this 3-way battle up here. Two-car battle for second, and you still have Perrin Huggins right there behind. That is going to be Darren Bruce and Stephen Light. Darren Bruce looking to the bottom. It looks like these two drivers are going to be battling it out probably all night long, with Perrin Huggins right there also. Looks like they have put their practice in. It looks like everybody, compared to what we saw last night in the trucks, it looks like these drivers have... Oh, I spoke too soon. Justin Shoop has brought out the yellow flag.
All right, well, let's go back and take a look at what happened. Oh, and he took a car out with him.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You know what? I think that these guys might benefit from the infield care center. Just saying.
I don't have it on this stream. I'm very, very sorry.
I'm just saying. It's an idea. I'm going to throw it out there right now.
Let me know when you're ready to go side by side.
All right. So, let me take this back a little bit. And ready when you are.
TNS Motorsports says, you don't want to know what's in my bowl.
Yep, that's Jack. That's Jack.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. So, keep your eye on the 9 of Justin Shoop. He is following the 11, I believe it is, of Balin Powell.
Ooh, Mark Kincaid involved in that. Yeah, there's nothing. And Mark was pretty
an innocent bystander. It looked like, I could be wrong, but it looked like Justin was trying to just follow the 11 and go from the bottom line to the top. And in the process, Mark ended up in the blind spot.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you're following another car, especially at, Dover can be a little bit draft dependent. And when you're following a car and you're coming out of a turn, that the aerodynamics can change. That car can get a little bit tighter. And that's what that's kind of what I was seeing right there. That car may have got a little bit tight on him, and Mark Kincaid being right there just had nowhere to go. So we'll see. We'll let race control handle that. That's unfortunate for Mark Kincaid. and the 09 of Shoop. They were running very, very well. Now they'll go in and get that fast repair and be right there back on the track and hopefully keep that car clean. Mark Kincaid might not have, too much damage on his car, so he may be able to get that thing fixed up without using that fast repair. And we saw Cody Johnson. He's going towards the back. Don't know what happened with him. May have topped it off. Don't exactly know, but yeah, like you said, that's going to help. This caution coming out, third caution of the night. That's going to help a lot of these drivers. Especially the ones that are lapped down. Shoop is, I think he's still in the pits, I believe. No, he's back there. No, he's getting the EOL. So Shoop is going to have an EOL at the restart. Mark, you're mighty quiet back there. What you think?
Well, I didn't want to broadcast any technical difficulties, but I'm just trying to watch as well as I can without it acting up.
Okay. Not a big deal, man. When that thing gets loaded up and ready to go, man, just chime in and say, "Hey, I'm ready."
Don't say it like that. Don't be like Richard.
Say it like that.
That's creepy.
Say it like that.
All
That's
right, I'll let y'all
creepy.
know when I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Y'all are-
It ain't got no gas in it.
I can't stand y'all. I'm out. I quit. I
Watching
quit.
NASCAR and drinking beer.
All right, well, Stephen Light going to restart on that outside. He's got, look at Marchison. Marchison is up 10 positions right there in fourth, starting right behind our leader. That has been the dominant line. Curtis Ecker, is possibly going to be able to keep the top five. He's restarting sixth, but the top line has been pretty dominant, especially on these restarts. And there it is. And it looks like the 27 may have spun his tires just a little bit. The 88 did not get the best of restart, so he is going to hang out right there in the fourth position. Curtis Ecker had a little bit of problem because he was right there behind the 88. The 88 did not get going, so he's going to be down just a few spots. Joe Munchell is now the biggest mover of the race, and Zachary Marchison going to take over that third position. Perrin Huggins going to fall back to fourth, but Curtis Ecker is still fighting on that top lane. He does have a little bit of a run, and he's trying to work his way around Sean Anderson in that number 13. I know we have some Sean Anderson fans out there. So this is a very good battle between these two. And then you have Scott Healy, the newcomer. He is starting to sneak back in the picture, almost back up to the top five, where we saw that 64 earlier. Single file pretty much coming out of turn number 4. Don't see any battles, but we're going to go back towards the back, see if we can see anything exciting.
Go take a look at Zach Mecca.
Zach Mecca. There he is right there, and he is right there behind Von Henschel. And now Zach Mecca has almost made it back up to the top 10. Hopefully he's got that car straightened out. He was having a little bit of handling problems, but I think he's got it straightened out. Well, while we got a moment, we will go to our driver cams and see what they are seeing. So just give us a quick moment, and we'll get them ready for you. There's one, and there's the other three.
Pulling up the crash.
All right, while we were under our driver cams, it looks like we are under caution, and it looks like it's going to be Justin Shoop and Christopher Alkire going to be bringing out the caution. So let's go back to full screen. Then we'll bring up Miss Amanda's side by side, and we'll do a race analysis when she is ready.
Hold on 2 seconds. Go ahead and pull it up side by side, Richard. We'll do this.
Oh, side by side. There
Side by
we
side.
go.
You ready? All right, so we're gonna do this at quarter speed. That way you can see the full extent of what exactly happened. So as you can see, coming out of that turn, Justin Shoop did not have full control, and he's losing traction on the back end of his car. Unfortunately, that means he took Christopher Alkire out with him because Christopher ran into the back end of his car.
Nowhere to go.
Nope, nowhere to go. He wouldn't have been able to move fast enough to avoid that.
Well, that's going to bring out our fourth caution for this evening. And so far, the lineup is still pretty much about the same. It's going to be Stephen Light right there out in front. Darren Bruce going to be still in second. Zachary Marchson in a third. Perrin Huggins is riding around in fourth. Curtis Eckert is going to be fifth. He is tied for the biggest mover, so he's made it to the top five. Scott Healy is going to be right there in sixth. Sean Anderson is going to be in seventh. Eighth is going to be Joel Munchel, and ninth is going to be Balin Powell, working his way up into the top 10, up one position from where he started. Zach Mecca back up in the top 10. He is going to be in the 10th spot. Lucas Reed is going to be riding around in 11th in his Sharpie ride. I actually like that. Good eye for that. Colton in number 48 Caterpillar Toyota. He is going to be right there in 12th. Cody B. Johnson trying to work his way up in his Yeti Coolers number 08. 14th is going to be Mark Kincaid. Nathan Lafayette in that 00 Penguin brand coffee. He is going to be in 15th. Lyle Mitchell, he is going to be in 16th. And Ryan Von Henschel, he is going to be in 17th. 18th is going to be Matt Banky. 19th is going to be Brianna Laurent. And 20th is going to be Justin Shoop, and Christopher Alkire is going to be 21st. And Jeffrey Rudick is showing out. All right, we've seen these drivers at other tracks before. Yeah, it looks like we got a couple of dominant cars. Who y'all picking?
Lyle Mitchell crashed? Hold on. Hold that thought. I just got a thing that said Lyle crashed. Under caution, no less. Oh. Looks like he just lost control. Nothing to see here, folks.
Nothing to see.
He just lost control and went into the inside wall.
Stephen Light on that outside lane once again. Now he's got Perrin Huggins right there behind him. That 8 is going to try to get the best restart that he can. The high line is a good line to restart from. Let's see if they can get the best restart and leave the low line in the dust. Curtis Eckert starting on the bottom. He didn't have the best restart behind that 88 last time. Let's see if they get a better restart this time. And they are green flag racing. Here they come to turn number 1. It looks like the 8 did get a pretty good jump. He's going to be battling Darren Bruce for that second position on that high line. Is he going to be able to make it around? But the 27 is going to hold tight on that low lane and maybe make the slide job of coming into turn number 3. And it looks like we had a little bit of tire smoke coming from somebody. And I believe that was going to be the 65. 64, but I'm not exactly sure. But the 64 has made it back into the top 4. Oh, we had a wall scrub by Joel Munchel. And let's bring up our track map. There it is.
So we did have a little incident where the 88 and the 69 bumped sides, but they maintained it. And then I'm not sure what happened with the 64 of Scott Healy.
I don't know. I was trying to catch it. I did see a little bit of tire rub or so, a little bit of smoke flying. But that 88 has got a little bit of company for his position, and that is going to be the 13 of Sean Anderson trying to work on that inside. And don't look now, but 6th place belongs to Zach Mecca. So they are they are working their way back to where they started at that incident early on. Got a two-way battle, and that's going to be Curtis Eckert falling back to 12th. He has got a 54 of Mark Kincaid on his inside, coming out of turn number 4. And it looks like Curtis Eckert touched the wall just a little bit, then got into Mark Kincaid. But they do hold it. No damage, it looks like. No visible damage, at least. And they are going to be still side by side coming down the backstretch, coming back to turn number 3. Curtis Eckert has a little bit of an advantage on that top side. Not going to be able to get there this time. They have the 11 of Balin Powell. He is going to be right there along with them, in front of them. And that is actually a pretty good view for that battle. And let's go to his gearbox cam. There it is. There's the battle. There's the 2 cars. They're trying to figure out who do we follow. So great battle between the 19 and the 54. And the 13 camera catching it all. Oh, look at the run that Curtis Eckert got. Good Lord. He sent it on the top lane, and oh, they both scraped the wall, the 11 and the 19, but the 19 had a really good advantage on that top side. Amanda? Mark? All by myself.
By yourself, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, and Curtis
Oh,
gets
and
loose.
Oh! Jockey, 54, Mark Kincaid, and Colton.
No, that was Curtis. He got some real bad wheel damage from that. That car is hurt. Let's see if we can take a look at his right front fender. Oh yeah, that wheel is broke. The tire's
Would you
flat.
like to see the incident?
I absolutely would. Let me get back on a different camera, and there we go. And let's go side by side.
All right.
Hey, that's my work.
You ready?
Maybe.
Kevin, I know you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. I was gonna say, we can sit here, like,
We
you know,
can sit here and look.
we'll just watch, just, you know, look at cars do nothing but sit there.
Very tough to see exactly what happened, but they did make contact, and Curtis
Yes, they
Eckert
did.
made a hard hit to the outside
Into
wall.
the wall. Oh, okay. Are we still side by side?
Yes, we are.
All right, so watch Curtis's car. It looks like Mark was going up, Curtis was going down, and they just
Met in the middle.
they pinballed off of each other. Bloop, bloop.
Honk.
Did you just do a bloop bloop?
Yes, I did. You can always tell when people have kids. We have sound effects.
A
So
bloop
getting
bloop.
old and having kids, sound effects come pre-installed. Got it.
Bloop bloop. And that's what
Yeah,
happened,
bloop.
y'all. A bloop bloop. That's gonna be my new favorite words. Bloop bloop. All right. Well, it was very hard at
Zach
fault
Mecca
to call.
is making his way up. He is now in the third position spot. He passed Perrin Huggins on the inside line, and Perrin Huggins does not look to be too happy about that, guys.
Well, we can only imagine what may happen if that 8 catches that 24 once again, because the tables will turn now. The 24 is in front of the 8, so could we see a bumper? But I don't know. That 24 looks like he is on fire. He has cranked the heat up, and you know, he might be catching Scott Healy. I don't think he'll catch Scott Healy before the stage break. We only have about 8 laps left before the stage break, but they are going to be going into the pits, probably coming out, you know, close together. So it's going to be anybody's position at that point, and God knows what's going to happen. But we still have a few viewers out there in the chat. We appreciate y'all stopping by, spending your Wednesday evening with us here at the Genesis Cup Series for Old Glory Racing League. Having a lot of fun. You got to have fun while you're in the booth. And Cody Johnson is going to be bringing his car down into the pits, and this is just before the stage break. So let's see what last time he pitted. So his last pit lap, let's go back to Cody Johnson. He was going to go a lap down, and it's not going to show me. And my battle box doesn't want to work. Great. All right, battle box does not want to work. I thought I had it working earlier, but just give me a little bit of trouble. But he is going to bring his car back out, and he is, I believe he's going to be 2 laps down, but he's going to be on fresh tires, so he's going to make, actually he went 3 laps down. He's going to make at least one of those laps up as soon as that car gets up to speed, because he does have those fresh tires. We only have about 5 laps to go before the caution flag does come out, so we'll have to see how it plays out for him. And it looks like that 24 is definitely caught up to Healy, past Healy, and looks like Light and Mecca are running 1 and 2. Perrin Huggins is following back about 3.8 seconds now. He was a very fast car, but as this track changes, it can do wonders on these cars. There you see Curtis Ecker right behind him, and Curtis Ecker is going to be a couple laps down. He's going to be about 3 laps down. I hate to see that for that number 19 machine. He was running so well, and that wheel damage just did him in. Joel Muncham not doing a bad job, and you know what? We're going to go to our driver's views and let them finish out the stage in the cockpit view. So, did y'all choose y'all's picks yet?
Not.
Well, who y'all got? We're halfway over. Let's take a gander.
Caution, yellow flag.
And there is the caution for the stage break.
Well, shoot. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this is one of those where we pick our drivers, but we write it down and take a picture of it with a timestamp, so we can't be like, oh yeah, no, I picked that one.
I wanted to pick that one.
But when we say it, you know, it becomes problematic.
All right, while we are under caution and they go in and grab their 4 fresh filled goods and top that off with top those cars off with some Go-Go juice, we're going to go side by side for our race sponsors. We'll be right back.
Are you a veteran or currently serving? Or perhaps you're a civilian that has a veteran in your life? We want to stack up with you. StackUp.org brings both veterans and civilians together through a shared love of gaming. StackUp serves not only active duty troops and veterans in the U.S., but also our allies throughout the world. We do this through 4 primary programs. Supply crates, giant boxes of the latest in games and gear sent to active duty troops and veterans to raise morale, build camaraderie, and help combat post-traumatic stress. Air assaults, where we fly deserving veterans to life-changing gaming and geek culture events. The Stacks, our local volunteer teams coming together to support military personnel around their community. And our Stop Squad, Stack Up suicide awareness and mental health support team. Our trained volunteers are on call 24/7 if you're looking to talk with someone about your problems. We're here to help. Please reach out to us through StackUp.org to find out how we can support you or the veteran in your life today.
Alrighty.
All right, and we are back. I see Mr. Bedtundi is out there in the chat. I can't say that on stream. But I see a rival brewing, definitely in our truck series, with that little comment, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week with that. Definitely saw some good battles last night, but we appreciate y'all stopping by and joining us, here with the Genesis Cup Series at the Monster Mile. Pace car lights are off, and it looks like Stephen Light is gonna take the high line, leaving his teammate on the inside. Now with them being in the same Discord, they will be able to communicate when he goes green. So I'll look to see that 99 and that 24 pretty much get a very good jump on the restart, and leave the 8 and the I believe that's the 64 to battle it out. Did you get your paint schemes? Did it load up for you?
Yes, I did. Thank you for that.
Not a problem. Usually with updates or whatnot, sometimes that hide car number gets unchecked. So as long as we got that fixed for you, I'm glad to see it fixed. But we still have almost every car out there on track, and we are getting ready to go back green flag racing. Next question that we see, we'll bring in some of our drivers and let them talk a little bit about their race. And here we go. Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. And look at the push that the 8 is giving the 99. He wants that second position bad. And going into turn number 1, he's still going to be trapped on that outside. And that is going to be Perrin Huggins. Perrin Huggins trying to get back around that number 24. Now this is something that we saw earlier. These two drivers pretty much riding and nose to tail, and that's when it happened. Bringing out our first caution. That was the incident that brought out our first caution. So the 64 of Scott Healy. This is actually going to be a Mark's pick for the win. No, we're not writing it down. I'm going to call it like I see it. And Miss Amanda has actually picked Zach Mecca for the win here tonight. Also, I have kept mine secret.
That's not fair.
I like how I call mine and he just starts falling back.
It's called the broadcaster's curse.
Which is why Richard kept his secret.
Well, I'm sitting here analyzing the drivers, and I'm going to go with.
Would you like some music?
Yeah, I need the Jeopardy theme song.
I can't do that one. I'll have to ask the kids to do it for you. That's not how the kids do it. That's not how the kids do it, but I'm not doing it.
Oh, look at this, a little block that we got going into turn number 1. The 13 is being blocked by the 24. He They were all down the track, and the 24 is loose, and it gets into the 13, and 24 is around.
The yellow flag is out.
Zach is crushed. Oh, see, this is why I didn't want to say nothing. I'm telling you, write it down and take a picture with Snapchat. Timestamp that. Call it a day. Let's see
He
what the
lured
hell
you
happened.
into it. He lured you into it, so his secret pickles win.
Well, he lured you too. Welcome to the sucker ring.
No, because my pick actually wrecked right along with yours.
Oh, so you with the Coors Light car. Oh.
That's all right. My pick skirted around the whole fiasco there.
Yeah,
Went
for a
down to the
minute.
apron.
Are we side by side, Richard?
Yes, we are side by side.
All right. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So keep an eye on Zach Mecca's car. We're going to go ahead and go full speed. He actually breaks loose coming out of that turn, and he isn't able to get it back together. It's when he smacked 13, ended up hitting, I believe that was the 96. I could be wrong.
96 is... I don't think we have a 96. 69?
Yeah,
that was a
69, my
69.
bad.
Dyslexia. M Hug says 24 doesn't know how to race clean.
He said what?
Just talking about one of our viewers out there.
I mean, and as you
Ooh,
can tell,
and
the 69
Joe
was taken
Munchel.
out in that as well.
So that's going to be some heavy front end damage. But luckily for Joe Munchel, he does not have, he
And
has
Lyle
not
Mitchell
been.
has crashed.
He has not been in an incident, so he may still have that fast repair. So he's going to be able to race some more. But Joe Munchel still hanging on to, he hasn't pit yet, so he's still staying out. Maybe he doesn't have that much front end damage. So let's take a look. It looks pretty clean.
It does look pretty clean. Let's take a look at that right fender. I mean, got some scrubbing on the rear fender.
Got some scrapes
I-
and bruises, but I think he's gonna be all
You know
right.
what? He's gonna walk it off. He's gonna be a-okay.
Just walk it
A
out.
little bit of Motrin, a little bit of water. He's good. He's good.
Give him some Tylenol. That would be okay.
Motrin works better.
All right, we'll go back full screen. Looks like Zach Mecca is going to be still in the pits. Sean Anderson going to bring his car down and get his car repaired. Lyle Mitchell is still going to be in the pits. And we should be getting ready to go back side by side here in the next lap or so. Let's bring up one of our drivers. Let's bring up Scott Healy. We have not talked to him yet.
All right.
He's new.
Let me go see if I can find Mr. Healy, and I will prep him.
I think we need to bring Mr. Joel Munchel up because I want to ask him a very important question.
Oh, yeah. I know what that question is.
All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
All right. Better hurry because they're going side by side. It may be too late. This is a very short track, so. It's a very short track. They're about to go by green. I would not recommend pulling him up.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I know you went down there to ask if it was all right, but we'll catch him at the next caution. 15 viewers out there in on the stream. We appreciate y'all stopping by no matter what platform you are on. Great to see you here, and we are getting ready to go back green. Still a lot of racing left here at the Monster Mile. We have 113 coming to 114 complete, and we are green flag racing with the 99 still in command of this race. Looks like the Darren Bruce in that number 27. He is going to work the outside and try to take over the second position. And here comes the 8 of Perrin Huggins. Perrin Huggins working that bottom side. Is he going to be able to get around the 8 as they coming down the backstretch into turn number 2? Perrin Huggins still has the bottom line, but the 27 is going to be able to nose it out and get in front of that 8 machine. Now Scott Healy, he once again, he is the newcomer of the league, and this is his first debut here at the Monster Mile, and he's doing a really good job hanging out in the top 5 pretty much all night, except for a little incident that he had. It looks like that Caterpillar car, he is on the move. That's the 48 of Colton. Colton is up 9 positions. Not as many positions as Joe Munchell, but and I'm talking about him, and he scrapes the wall just a little bit, but don't worry, that Sharpie can hook you right up with a paint job, cover those scratches right up.
Sharpie it out real quick.
Just
It's gonna be all
Sharpie
right.
it out. Sharpie and duct tape. That's all you need.
Duct tape racing stripes and Sharpie flames, man.
Absolutely. That's my kind of car. Well, Sean Anderson.
Some we drove in high school.
Sean Anderson, he is working his way back up towards the front. He just made his pass on the 10 of Lucas Reed. Nathan Lafette, you know, he's got a little bit of challenge of Justin Shoup. We saw him get into an incident, but now he is battling a few cars. He is now up to 14th, trying to get that 13th spot away from Nathan Lafayette, and he was able to do it. Well, let's ride back up to the front. There is Mark Kincaid down 2 spots from where he started. Joe Munchell, our biggest mover of the race, has a little bit of a battle from Zachary Marchison, and Zachary Marchison was looking down low, couldn't get there. Now he's going to look up high. Can he get there this time? Maybe he's going to have to run off of turn number 2. Not today, but we do have a lot of laps for him to get around that number 69. Number 69 is doing a really, really good job hanging out in the top 5. So we might get to talk to him for being the biggest mover, but he has got his hands full of that 88, and he is trying to work his way up to that 64. So can he break the top 4? We shall see, as he has a pretty good run coming into turn number 3, and he should have a pretty good run coming out of turn number 4. He did set it up pretty good. Can he get there? Nope, about even coming out of turn number 4. Amanda?
I'm pretty much watching the same thing you're watching, Richard. There's not a whole lot of battles at the moment, and of course when you tell SDK to pick the most exciting, you get cars in a row.
Well, yeah, that's what's on the track.
I do love that Sharpie car though.
Yes, and speaking of Sharpie, that Caterpillar got a little bit loose coming out of turn number 4, and gave that Sharpie car a little bit of advantage to get to the back bumper of that 48. Now they're making a run on the bottom. It looks like they're going to try to make a pass on Lyle Mitchell. Oh no, that wasn't Lyle Mitchell. That was who was that? Colt. Oh no, Matt Banky. Matt Banky. I'm sorry. Matt Banky having a hard time keeping it out of the wall coming out of turn number 2, but he did gather it back up, and he is still in the fight. And this is a fight for, I believe this is going to be, what, 12th? Yeah, the 12th position.
Yes.
So these cars are all right here underneath this blanket is battling it out for the 12th position. Now, Matt Banky being on a controller, he's doing a pretty darn good job of holding that car steady and working these corners. Like I can't even tell that he's on a controller. That's how good he's working. Oh, never mind. Let me stop talking about him. He just smacked the wall. But he did rub the wall. I mean, that's unfortunate being on that outside. You know, just having a wheel, knowing when the car breaks loose or it gets too tight. That's the advantage of having a wheel. But you know, my hat's off to him for racing a controller. I can't do it.
I mean, me neither. I have a hard enough time with the steering wheel.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Sean Anderson, after his incident earlier, he is going to be trying to work his way back up into the top 10. He's riding around in ninth. He's trying to get his number 13 around Mark Kincaid. Is Mark Kincaid going to give it up, or is he going to give him a battle? We shall see as they are coming through turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. It looks like the 13 may have a little bit of a run, and he's going to look to the bottom, take a little peek. He's not going to be able to get there. Has a pretty good setup coming into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. He is going to ride that apron, and he does have a run, and he is probably going to go to the inside, but he decided not to.
He changed his mind.
He changed his mind.
Now back to what you said when I said I have a hard enough time driving with the steering wheel.
What did I say?
I wasn't sure. That's why I was asking you what you said.
Oh, it just takes practice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were going to say something smart, and then I'd be like, listen, I know how to wreck really well, okay? Remember that. I may not be able to drive, but I can wreck like a pro.
Well,
Lessons from a guy named
TSN
Ralph.
said, I can only imagine Amanda racing with a control. Nothing?
Hey, you know what? I could probably do it.
We'll get her one
I'll
of the
try
cool
it.
controllers, like the Switch, where when you move, it moves with you.
That's like racing on a wheel.
That's a Wii.
I think.
The Wii moves with you.
Well,
Yeah, but the wheel's not connected to anything. And when she gets annoyed, she can throw it like a frisbee.
Oh no!
well, back out front. And it looks like Brianna is in the wall. She's going to let the leaders right on by. But out front, it looks like Darren Bruce, he is staying up with the 99. 99 has not been able to break away, even though he's about 0.6 of a
Yellow
second,
flag
and
is out.
there is the yellow. All right, looks like Ryan Von Hensel, he has crashed and brought out the yellow flag. So we will take a look and see what happened.
Let's see. I love how SDK wants to be friendly for some things, but not for everything. It's like, oh, I work. No, I don't. Oh. So, go back to where it all started. Are we side by side, Richard?
We absolutely are.
All right, so actually, let me change this view. Get a little bit more of a. So, it's more of a control issue for him. He's not able to keep the car under control, and he came out that first turn. His back end broke loose, and he just couldn't quite correct it enough to get it straightened back out.
Very good analysis.
But good for him for not taking anybody out.
And Bed Tunde says, Amanda, you rock. I get no love.
See, I
get no love. Oh,
But he also said that I probably race better with the controller than with the wheel.
yeah. He did say that.
All right,
But
Ben
you know what?
Tunde, you need to say something good about Richard, so you know.
Nope.
That's
nah,
all right.
he'll be okay.
That's all right. All right. While we are now under caution, let's bring up our number 64 and give him a little bit of airtime. He is doing really well. Newcomer to the league, and riding
ready?
around in. Yep.
All right, Richard, there you go.
Mr. Healy, this is Richard Amanda and Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. What's up, guys?
Not a whole lot. Looks like you are making your debut here at the Genesis Cup Series, and you're doing it pretty darn well as you've been up in the top 5 quite a bit. Yeah, we saw you get into a little bit of incident by yourself, but you're holding your own here in this Cup car, man. Tell us how your race is going.
Going all right. I mean, in the beginning, I just ran it way too hard. That's why I spun out. I just didn't have any tires left. Now I'm just managing it, trying to get the best spots I can, and just trying to stay smooth.
Absolutely, you're definitely doing that, and you know, you got a lot of competition right there in front of you. That 8 is pretty fast, the 27, and that 99 is looking to be pretty dominant. You got anything for them? You know, this last stint.
I'm gonna give it my all, see what I can do. I mean, they are pretty fast. Trying to keep up with them, trying to save my tires as well. So we'll see how this run goes, and see how we do.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you joining our league. We love to have you, and we've been having fun watching that 64 Premier setup, Toyota.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good day.
Not a problem. All right, that was our newcomer, Scott Healy. Well, the pace car lights are off, and it looks like a couple are getting some laps back, I do believe. And it looks like Curtis Ecker is going to get a lap back. And it looks like Jeffrey Rudick is going to get a lap back. Good to see Curtis back there on the track. Curtis is right now being scored in the 22nd place. Jeffrey Rudick is going to be scored in the 20th place. Christopher Alkire is going to be still in the pits getting some repairs done. And he is going to be 21st. Side by side once again, getting ready to go back green. Not a lot of laps left, but plenty to go. And they are going to have probably about 64 laps, 63 as we go back green flag racing.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out, and once again, that high line is going to be the lane of choice with the 64 of Scott Healy trying to give that 99 a push and get around Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce has been hanging tough with that 99. Can he be the kryptonite of the 99? We shall see. It looks like Zachary Martinson got a little bit of loose coming out of turn number 2, but he did hold it together, and we are pretty much we see a new leader. That is going to be Darren Bruce. He passed Scott Light on the inside. Now Scott Light's going to look to the inside on him on turn number 1, and they are going to be side by side coming through turn number 2. Out of turn number 2, still side by side. It looks like Bruce has about a bumper, but he's not going to be able to get that lead back. He's going to tuck it in right behind Light and in front of Huggins. And Huggins looked like he was going to dart to the inside. Not going to do it this time. And Zachary Martinson, I've seen him get loose twice. Is that what y'all have seen?
Yeah.
Perry.
Yeah, I wonder if it's about time for him to take a new set of tires.
The 88?
Yes.
Well, pit road was pretty darn busy, so if he stayed out. No, he didn't stay out. He had to have went in. So let's look at our battle box here. It looks like Perrin Huggins has made 3 stops. Light has made 3. Or excuse me, Perrin Huggins has made 4 stops. Light has made 3. Joe Marshall has made 3, and Zachary Martinson has made 3. So they are all on the same pit strategy. Shoot probably had to go in and get some repairs, but it looks like they're all going to be on the same pit strategy. Bruce is right there on the back bumper of the leader now. Will we see Bruce make another challenge for the lead? You know, here with about 58 to go, make Steven maybe use up his tires, use up that car just a little bit more, or will we see Bruce back off a little bit so he can save what he has for the end? Will we see another caution? Chances are we will, but the racing for the lead is getting very, very exciting, and I can't wait to see who takes these things. These two have been a very dominant very dominant duo, but you know that 8 looks like he can make it a trio, as he just scraped the wall just a little bit, but did not slow him down coming out of turn number 4. Go back towards the field. There is Justin Shoup doing a pretty good job of recovering from his incident earlier, and right now he's riding around in the 8th position. Lucas Reed has broken the top 10. He is riding around in the 9th, right there behind Shoup. Balin Powell, you know, he's had that 11 back towards the back this whole time. Now he's broken the top 10, and he is riding around in 7th. So good job by that number 11. He is also one of our newcomers. I think this is his, second race, I believe?
I want to say yes.
You're not very confident. You're supposed to have confidence. You're supposed to go, yeah! I don't know.
But what if I'm wrong?
I don't know.
What if I'm like, yeah, but then I'm wrong, and it's like,
I'd be like, oh no. Well, my pick of the race is in jeopardy of being the first car a lap down if the leader catches him. He is back here in the back. He has a couple of lap down cars, but that 27 of Darren Bruce, which has taken the lead now and is breaking out to a little bit, not by much, but he has got a little bit of cushion between him and that 99. It's about 0.4 of a second with Huggins right there behind a light. So we have a new leader. Can he hold off, or is Stephen Light saving those tires for maybe a longer run? What y'all think?
you know, I think you might be onto something.
I mean, the cautions are few and far between. The long runs are what we see just pretty much self spins, or maybe wall brushes or something like that. But now we're looking at pretty much the same distance. So if Steven backs off, saves what he has, if I was Darren, I would back off too to save what I have and stay out in front. That would be my strategy.
That would be a really good strategy, actually.
Chase McGrady says at 10. They tell me, wow. Well, looks like the chat is heating up also, or could be heating up.
I mean, I'm always up for a good conversation.
Me too, but right now we're going to go back through the field and see how all the drivers are doing, and we're going to start. We're going to start towards the back. We're going to start at Christopher Alkire. He is back out on the track. He is riding around in 22nd. We're going to go up through the field instead of through the field back, and there's Curtis Ecker. He is riding around in 21st position. Glad to see that 19 back out there, trying to make up some positions that he lost due to his incident. Jeffrey Rudick is riding around in the 20th position, down 4 positions from where he started. Hate to see him riding all the way in the back, and there is the yellow flag. Christopher Alkire. I was just talking about him. I need to stop talking about people.
Chase McGrady said you can't say that. I'm going to need clarification on what we can't say. Oddball said, pretty sure the 13 is saving fuel to try and make it to the end. And then he said, never mind. Chase McGrady said, you should never save. No, use it all. Do the Lightning McQueen method. All gas, no tires. All gas, no tires.
All right, so this changes up everything. You only have 45 laps to go, and it looks like where did Light go? He went he's back.
We're only on our
Down in
8th caution of the night.
Yeah, 8th caution. It's not a bad race. I mean, it's really not. Here's a
Okay,
strategy.
you got the leaders running pit.
All right, so after these pit cycles, we're gonna bring in our current leader, and see how he is feeling about the remainder of the race. See if he's got any strategy in mind. Oh. TSN Motorsports being very generous, gifted a sub to Bed Tundy.
Hey. Chase McGrady said, "Can I get one of those?"
I wish I had that Dave Chappelle meme.
Oh,
Oh,
You gotta-
look, Chase McGrady
I'm
says, Amanda, I
sad.
looked for a Starbucks truck for you, but there isn't any.
Starbucks sucks. No, I'm just playing. It is very good. We have 18 viewers out there in chat, and we are so glad. So Duncan it is.
Don't-
Yep.
Don't
Nope.
kill me.
But we have 19 viewers now. Thank all y'all for stopping by. We have fun when everybody's out there in chat. And Matt Banky stayed out to lead a lap. But let's give our leader
you know what?
his airtime, and let's bring up Darren Bruce.
Ooh, apparently Amanda is also getting a fat bottle of whiskey at the end of the season.
I am.
That's-
All right,
Oh,
hold up.
yeah.
All right, Darren Bruce. This is Richard Amanda and Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you were out there leading the race for just a moment, and looks like that number 27 is pretty fast. Do you have anything for that 99? What is a little bit of your strategy here in the closing laps?
My main thing has been able to use the first run, trying one line, second run another line, third run another line. I think I got it kind of starting to get it figured out a little bit. I'm assuming he only took 2 tires here, so that'll make it a little easier, but it's tough to pass.
It's definitely tough to pass, but it looks like that 27 is rocking and rolling here at the Monster Mile, and man, we hope to see you in the booth after the race is over, because you've definitely been putting on a show tonight.
Yeah, man, hope to see you there, and hope we are putting on a show. Our job is to make you guys talk fast.
It's been a little bit of single file, but y'all have definitely gave us something to watch, and you've been doing a really good job out there, and we're glad to be able to pull you up in the booth.
All right, thanks, man.
Not a problem. All right, that was Darren Bruce. He is right now. He is going to be in the 3rd position. Parrot Huggins looks like he is going to be. Why is he showing first?
I got Darren Huggins showing way down.
So I get a fat bottle of whiskey at the end of the season. Chase McGrady, shoot me a message on Discord, because I have an alternative. It's not ideal because it's not my ideal car, but I have an alternative. You laugh.
Hey, these guys are going back and forth in the chat. All right, green flag is about to fly, and the 8 is actually showing in the pits. I don't know why he's showing in the lead, but coming to the Geico restart zone, pace car is off, and it looks like Matt Banky is going to start him off.
Green flag, green flag.
And here we go. Not the best of a restart, but the 99 got a pretty good restart on that high line, and he's got the 64 pushing him to the high side, and they went 3 wide for a moment there, and they are pretty much, I don't know why I still have the 8 showing in first, but It looks like that 27 was able to work his way around the bottom of the track, and the 64 was in tow, and that's going to be Scott Healy. Scott Healy doing a really good job. Now he is on the back bumper of that Ford Mustang, and here they come around turn number 1. And out of turn number 2, they are pretty much going to be single file. We do have a little bit of battle, and I believe that's going to be involving that 09, I believe so. And here comes the 24 of Zach Mecca. We haven't talked about him in a little while. Oh, the 35 gets a little bit loose and makes a little bit of contact with Mark Kincaid, but they do keep it straight, and they are still side by side coming out of turn number 2. So, taking 2 tires or no tires, was that the strategy? Because that 35 is falling back and falling back fast, as he has just lost about 9 positions in 2 laps. Anybody? All right, I got nobody. So it's just going to be me for a second. But it looks like that 24.
Only a second.
Oh, okay, there you are.
Sorry. I'm pretty sure you don't want to talk to little people.
I don't know. They might put on a show.
You know what? Maybe we'll do that one day.
Oh my
Broadcast.
God.
Brought to you by Tiny People.
Ghost Rider. Needed something
Well,
to
I
do
thought-
while I took a crap. Well, we're glad we're on your mind. While you're
Wow.
on, while you're on the porcelain throne.
I mean, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Yeah, welcome to the stream. Sit. Stay a while.
Make yourself comfortable. Make yourself at home.
21 people out there, and there's no telling what they're going to say. 35 laps left here to go. Legs are going numb. I'm not going to lie. Never mind. They're not going to talk
Look,
about that on the stream.
At least he's watching us and not reading the back of shampoo bottle. Okay.
Chase out there saying if he's a dude, he has a solid 20 minutes left. Just be careful when you stand up. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
This stream gets better and better.
You guys need to drink more water.
Oh.
I can say that you guys definitely need to drink more water, Richard.
I need a monster.
19 monsters a day.
Depends on what size they are. And they jip you, man. The little 6-packs, man, they come with 11-ounce can. And it's like, where's my other 4 ounces? Yeah, jip. Well, it looks like our top 2, and that is going to be the 27 and the 64 of Scott Healy, which we just talked to him not too long ago. They have broken out to over a 3.3 second lead over Powell. Powell is running in 3rd, and it looks like where is Light? There he is. Stephen Light is back in 11th. Now, how many laps of fuel can they get? Is this going to be a fuel strategy? Is this going to be a tire strategy? Is everybody else going to fall off? I don't know. Who's the highest mover of the race? That's going to be Mr. Joe Munchel. High Tech Racing, that's who it is. Joe Munchel still riding around in the top 5. He has been there for quite a while. Cautions have came out. He is winning the pits, came out, still holding on to that top 5. And, you know, we haven't seen the driver view for quite a while, so let's go to our driver views. And here we go. All right, we are back, and we're going to go back off to the driver's screen. I want to thank all our drivers that decided to share their screens tonight. Glad to have on every league that we race on. We try to grab those driver views so you can see what the drivers are doing in those cars and seeing how hard they are working the wheel. So appreciate every league that does that for us. We love to do it. Oh my goodness.
What?
Oh, I didn't see the other. The chat. Just reading comments. But well, somebody asking about the 99. The 99 is actually back here in 11th.
Well,
And now 12. Oh, yeah, you are right. Down 11 spots. Sorry. But back here, and I was trying to see what his strategy was, and I couldn't quite get a handle on his strategy, and that could be a fuel strategy, as we were talking about earlier. Now, we've seen, with 24 laps to go, we've seen long green flag runs, but we have not seen him exceed, maybe the amount that he is expecting to save. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Scott Healy still on the...
Caution, yellow flag.
And there is a caution. I was just talking about that too. And let's see who has brought out the caution. And this is going to be our 9th caution of the night.
let me see what happened because I saw a bunch of smoke. There's no crash indicator.
No, but if I look at the track indicator,
It is going to be the 24 of Mr. Zach Mecca.
All right. Well, let me know when you are ready.
Let me change my camera view. All right. Let me actually give me a second. Are you side by side yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at this real quick because this could be interesting. Just saying.
Is this a mystery caution?
It is a mystery caution, but we're about to solve the mystery right now.
Well, pit road is going to be very, very busy as everybody is coming down. Scott Healy, Powell, you got Munchell up to 4th. Kincaid, and it looks like Ryan Von Henschel is going to stay out. So he is going to stay out just a little bit. Sean Anderson, not bringing his car down. I think he was a lap down.
All right. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I am as ready as I'm going to be, Richard.
All right.
Honestly.
Just give me 1 second, and I'll bring it up. And we are side by side. Let's take a look and see what happened.
All right, so we're going to do this from the rear end of Perrin Huggins' car, and there's a reason for that. Watch as they go into this turn.
Oh, was that a little bit of contact? And we talked about that earlier. We talked about it now. Go to the nose cam and let's see.
All right, so let me go back to Perrin Huggins' car, and we're going to do that, like you said, from the nose cam.
Or the bumper, or the gearbox cam of the 24. It doesn't matter.
The gearbox of the 24 or the gearbox of the 8?
No, the gearbox of the 24. That's going to be your rear cam.
Oh, okay. Ta-da!
What car is that?
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oop, wrong car. Surprise! I can't read.
M-Hug. Oh, and we got an indicator. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of contact right there. A little bit of apron, and he went right on around. He did not hit the wall, so that was a pretty good job of holding out.
Good job holding it together, buddy. I have faith in you.
But TSN Motorsports said, fight, fight, fight. M Hug said, payback. All right, so we got a rival brewing, the 24 and the 8 brewing out there on the track. Still a lot of racing left to go. There's no telling what's going to happen. We have 20 laps left here in the race. Can the 27 hold off the 64? Can Joe Munchel move up 2 more spots and take the win? We shall see, because he's up 18 spots. He started all the way back in the back. All right, we'll go full screen as they are getting ready to go back green. Side by side, 64 are going to be on the inside. 27 are going to be, 27 going to be on the inside. 64 are going to be on the outside. You got Joe Munchel. We're going to be right there behind the 27. So let's get ready to take the green flag coming down the back stretch. Will this be the final time? Nobody knows, but we're going to find out. So you got a biggest fan out there, Amanda. Just so
Aw.
I'm not telling you.
We
who it
should.
is.
Ooh, and TSN Motorsport says biggest American fan, maybe.
You know what?
Richard is a cute one too. All right,
Hey.
green flag is out. 27 got a really good jump on the inside, coming into turn number 1, and we already got a caution. That's going to be the 009. Is going to be around. That's going to be Justin Shoup. He is going to be in trouble with collecting the 43. That poor 43 again. He has not had.
Alcar just keeps getting taken out tonight.
Yes.
So what happened? Oh, that's not good at all. Are we side by side?
No.
Oh.
No. Let's go side by side. So we know.
So
We know.
listen, Mark, as far as like they can't say if you're cute or not because you've never been on camera.
That
Just
is
saying.
fine with me. I'm not cute. It's cool.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I know you're over here like, oh, I got my biggest fan, Richard's a cutie. You haven't been on camera yet, sir.
Look, I am good with that. Look, I look like the cave troll from Lord of the Rings. All right, it's fine.
That's not the precious guy, is it?
No. Oh God. Yeah, there you go. I look like Smeagol. Great.
My precious.
Just think Smeagol with a beard. There's Mark right there.
Sorry. I don't know who those characters are. I think the last time we went and watched a movie back in high school, I fell asleep during the movie Mark picked. But anyway, let's go take a look at.
Wow, you're such a great friend.
Hey, at least you went.
Yeah, I did go. All right.
I wasn't invited, so I don't want to hear it.
All right, let's see what happened here. Let's see. Ooh. So it started with the 09. Let's go to the 09's point of view. And it looks like he just did not get the best of. Is that the 99 I see right there behind him? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is the 99 of Stephen Light. Stephen Light. Sorry, Stephen. Bye.
Y'all keep doing that.
It's a bad habit.
Just when you think of Stephen Light, think of a light bulb.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was a checkup or the 09 was just not on the gas or. That's a very so I'm gonna leave that to race control to even try to diagnose that because I'm not exactly sure what happened there. It looked like there may have been a lag on the 09's part, so that could have been just.
There is honestly no telling.
Nope. But we are, with 15 laps to go. The racing, we're not done with cautions yet. I'm pretty sure of that. Neutral. So, how many more cautions do you think we'll have? I'm going to say 2.
How many? Where are we at number wise?
Oh, no. You haven't been
Are
counting?
there, I think that's
10.
10 or 11.
God. I can barely
I'm
count
gonna
to
say
5,
1.
and you want me to count up that high?
That's
You got 2
10.
hands, sir.
I was sitting on one. Sorry.
So
She stopped dead in her tracks.
wow. I got no words. I don't know these guys. I just come to work. I don't know who these people are.
They let us out of the asylum earlier. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make some phone calls. You guys need to go back. I sound qualified for Space Force. Actually, I was in the Air Force, which is a whole lot smarter than Space Force. We don't play with potatoes.
Chair force.
So, I'm gonna say. You said 2 cautions, right?
Yes, I said 2 cautions.
I'm gonna say 1.
Okay.
TSM
I'm-
Motorsports, I'll send you some crayons.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a remake of the truck race. It's gonna be about 5 more.
Oh, that ended under caution. So we shall see. As we are coming down the backstretch, coming into turn number 3, let's see if Darren Bruce can hold on to the lead. You got the 64 of Scott Healy. He's going to be right there to his outside. Joe Munchel still hanging out in that 3rd position. Great job by that 69. And Balin Powell, you know, for being a newcomer to the Genesis Cup Series, he is doing pretty well himself. Right there in the 4th position, Marte Tate. He's also running up in the top 5. And there's the green flag, and 27 got a really good jump. 64 must have been sleeping because he's gonna allow the 69 to try to overtake that 2nd position, and that's going to be a side-by-side battle coming into turn number 1 and out of turn number 2. Who is going to take it? Only we know, and that is going to be the 69. He was able to overtake the 64 on that bottom side. You got the 11 looking to take another position from the 64. May not, I don't know what happened to the 64, but we have 2 cars in the wall, and that's going to be at 88, and the 09 looks like he is out of shape, or is that the 10? That's going to be, that is going to be the Sharpie car of Lucas Reed. He bounced it off the wall, but he is still going. He did an amazing save after clipping that wall 3 wide as they are just flying right on by him. He might have a lot of damage to that race car. Coming back up through the field, it looks like the 99 is going to try to make his way up through the field. Right now, he is riding in the 8th position. He was down as low as 12th. Oh, he gets loose, and he's going to lose it.
The yellow flag is out.
2 more cars involved. The 24 and the 09 is involved. 09, everybody is involved. The 43 again, and there's the 19. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have a big... yeah, we're going to have to, there's quite a few cars in that. 09, 19 was involved, the 2 was involved, and it looks like Von Henschel, there he is. Where did, I think Matt Banky. Well, he is going to get a EOL now. All right, well, there's 1 of 2. Amanda, where'd you go? You talking to yourself?
Yep, I was talking to myself again.
Hey, at least you're honest about it.
Yep. 11th caution of the night.
Whew. That was a cluster there.
You can't say that.
Parental guidance is advised to view this stream, by the way.
I am not using any curse words, thank you.
No, I just said you can't say that. I have friends that will back me up on that. You can't say that.
I can't say cluster.
I didn't say that.
You know, I Okay, so seriousness right now, I'm gonna go pull Joel Munchel up to the booth if I can find him. There he is. He's in Shocker Motorsports. Be right back.
All right.
Actually, he'll be right up. Joel, this is Richard Romano and Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you are up 19 spots from where you started this race. You have kept that 69 pretty clean and up in the top 5. Now you're looking at second. You're going to be starting on the outside of the 27. Tell us what you got for the laps that are left. You think you can win it?
No idea. I mean, I've passed Aaron on the long runs before, but I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know if I've destroyed my tires too much yet, or if the cautions are keeping them fairly fresh. But I'm hoping I can get a good jump here on the restart. I've kind of seen where he's been starting a little bit there, but being behind him. So I'm just hoping at this point I'll be happy if I can just maintain where I'm at. In all honesty, so we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. Well, good luck on that restart. I hope to talk to you after the show.
Thank you.
Did I move him to the wrong one? Yes, I did.
You better fix that.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, did he move himself? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was working on it. All right, that was Joe Munchel sitting on the. He's probably going to be sitting on the outside of that number 27. He's had a pretty good night tonight. Up 19 spots. We have another big mover that's going to be that 48. You know, he is up 12 positions. Nathan, you know, Lafayette, he is going to be right there in 6th, up 9 spots. So, you know, a lot of big movers in this race. You know, started at the back, saw how it was going, moved their cars up front, and they have stayed there. So looks like Stephen Light is going to be back out on track, and a lot of other cars were still involved. We never did a replay on that, but we are about to go back green, so a little bit late on that.
You know what? That's on you.
No, that's on you because you were talking to yourself.
I had it pulled up. I will fight you.
You still got it pulled up?
Yeah.
All right. We will take a side-by-side real quick and take a look and see what happened on that caution. And we are side-by-side.
All right.
Roll
let me
it.
change this camera angle real quick. Bar chase. Oop. So it looks like we had a car play peekaboo, and this is where cars playing peekaboo gets dangerous. Stephen Light, the 9, the 24, the 74, everybody. It's just literally everybody.
Madness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, was able to grab a quick replay, and it looks like Joe Munchel, he is going to be falling back to 3rd. It looks like the 64 was able to get a good restart, and we only have 5 laps to go. You have Balin Powell. He is going to be right there in 4th. He's trying to run that 69 down, but does he have enough time to get there? Has he used up his tires? We got a little side-by-side battle back here in the back, and that is going to be the 99 trying to make his way around the 48. Now, I don't know how many tires they had left in the pits, but let's see if that 99 had anything, because he did have to make a pit stop. His car was pretty much destroyed, but is back together now, so he did still have that fast repair. And Darren Bruce still out front. 4 laps to go, coming to 3. Will we see it go green for the last 3 laps? Scott Healy right on the heels of Darren Bruce. And Mark, you forgot to ask Joel Munchel something, by the way.
I know, I keep missing it.
I'm so lost.
Jay Munch.
I want to ask Joel Munchel if he will let me assign him a nickname, because J Munch just works.
Oh, we'll ask him off stream. That way, in case he gets mad, we don't have to censor him.
Space Force is lost. Well, here we go. Two laps left to go. Coming to the white
The
flag.
yellow flag is out.
Oh my God, we got a yellow flag before it came out. Matt Banky.
He was doing it too.
And Lucas Reed looks like he was collected in that. So we will take a quick side-by-side.
All right, let me take it back and see what happened. Matt Benke. All right, you ready?
Go right ahead.
You want that one? Well, no, we'll do Far Chase.
Oh, his car
Oh.
just broke loose out of nowhere.
It's like controller issues, maybe.
It just broke loose. Wow. All right. Well, not a lot of damage. So hopefully Lucas Reed is going to be okay to continue. But we are going to go back full screen and let these see who's going to take in the pits. It looks like Steven is going to go drop in the pits. It looks like Sean Anderson is going to fall back in the pits. Lucas Reed is going to go get some damage repaired. Justin Shoup, Zach Merker are in the pits, and Lyle Mitchell are going to be in the pits.
We're streaming 4 wide. Are we live?
Oh, we were?
God. Can't get up.
Your legs are numb?
Oh my God.
I really hope we're muted for this.
No, we were live. Riggs.
Ben Sunday said he needed to see a doctor. It shouldn't take that long. Actually, he should try hydrating a little bit and see if that helps first. The chat is better than the race.
Damn.
Jack, I need to know what your favorite color crayon is. Or flavor.
All right. Well, we are getting ready to go back green as Jack is going to tell us his favorite flavor crayon. Grape. And this is why we love doing this. You know, we are so glad that, you know, everybody can have a good time on stream, in the chats and everything. So thank y'all. All right, green flag is about to fly this time by. The pace car will be diving off. and it is going to be on that number 27. He elected to take the high line this time. This is going to be a very interesting to see how his car reacts on that high line. 64 is going to be down low, and he is off. He got a really big jump on that restart and left the 64, and the 69 just spaced out. Now look at the 11. He is going to take advantage of that restart, and he made it around the 69, taking over the third position. Let's see where everybody else is. And we got the 13. He's trying to make his way back. You got Mark Kincaid right there in front of those three. And that's going to be Nathan Lafayette. And we have the white flag. The white flag is out. Let's go back up front to see if we have any battles, and it looks like Darren Bruce is going to be able to bring it home as long as he can hold it in turn number 3 and turn number 4. The 64 is Scott Healy. He's making his first debut here, and we got a battle for the 4th position. Will we see a bumper? They both send it.
Oh, smack the wall.
Both hit the outside wall, and it's going to remain Balin Powell for that 3rd position. But we're still going to be able to talk to Joe Munchel because he was the biggest mover of the race, up 17 positions from where he started. So that's not a bad job, not a bad job at all. I think
Not
the
at
restart
all.
was a little funky. Now, it is at the leader's discretion to where to go. So that's why they were kind of threw off. And we talked to Joel earlier, and he said that he kind of knew where the leader was going to start. So that may be where he threw him off. He was probably listening.
Uh-oh.
Call 911. We love those calls. Oh, so you need fiber. Old Faithful.
No, he doesn't need fiber. He has the opposite problem. So you probably need to see your doctor and adjust your diet a little bit.
All right, well, let's take a look at our finishing order. Can't believe we're talking about. Never mind. All right, our final.
What you eat in general.
Our final order of the race. Let's move along from movements. All right, Darren Bruce is going to bring home the win. Scott Healy is going to bring home 2nd. We got Balin Powell. He is going to finish out 3rd. Joel Munchel, he is going to bring home 4th, the biggest mover of the race. Mark Kincaid is going to finish out 5th. Nathan Lafayette is going to bring home a 6th place finish. Zachary Martinson did a pretty darn good job tonight, and he is going to finish out 7th. Colton, he is going to bring home the 8th position. Matt Banky finishing out 9th, even after the caution that came out that he brought out. He did pretty darn well bouncing back from that. Sean Anderson is going to finish out 10th.
Finishing in 11th is going to be Stephen Light. 12th is going to be Lucas Reed. 13th, Brianna Laurent. 14th, Cody B. Johnson. 15th is going to be Ryan Von Henschel. 16th will be Mr. Curtis Ecker. 17th is Justin Shoup. 18th is Zach Mecca. 19th is going to be Jeffrey Rudick. 20th is Lyle Mitchell. 21st will be Christopher Alkire. And finishing in 22nd is Perrin Huggins.
Awesome. Ghost Rider out there saying, great broadcast, my new fave channel. Thank you for that. We really appreciate that. Glad y'all are in here, cutting up with us. We love that. All right, well, we are going to track down our biggest mover first, and then we're going to talk to our top 3. So if y'all want to track down Joel, we'll bring him up.
Give me 2 seconds.
1, 2.
You know what? Stop talking. All right.
Talk to it like that.
All right, here you go. Joel Munchel for you.
Joel, this is Richard Mena and Mark up in the booth again. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you were not able to grab the podium, but you were able to grab the biggest mover of the race. Man, tell us what happened on that restart.
So the leader had been taking the bottom on every restart prior to that, and I was getting a better jump when I was starting right behind him. So I was assuming he'd be taking the bottom again, and being in third, I would be right behind him again. But this time is the first time he decided to take the top, which put the fourth place car right behind him instead, and that was pretty much all it wrote. And I just didn't have enough to make it stick to take third back over. So it is what it is.
Well, you
Yeah.
still did a great job, Joel.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that was definitely a good job. 17 spots from where you started the race. You know, that was a lot of work, keeping that car clean and bringing that home. Um, Before we let you give your shout outs, my buddy has a question that he does want to ask you.
Joel, I have a unique opportunity here. I want to assign you a nickname, if you will allow it.
Yeah.
Okay, your picture here looks like it says J Much, and I just think that is hilarious.
Yeah.
So,
So would it be okay if we called you that on stream? If not, I understand. I won't do it.
That's fine. I got it from the last league I was in anyhow, so that's completely fine. It's
Oh,
what's
there
on
you
the
go.
name on my cars. It's like that too.
Nice. Thank you, man.
all right, well,
thanks.
we appreciate that, Joel, but you earned a little bit of shout outs, and we'll let you go ahead and give those out whenever you're ready.
Again, I just appreciate you guys doing the broadcast, Chris and the guys for running the league, and the Shocker Motorsports guys for just being able to hang out with them during the race. And a shout out my wife for letting me race too. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you can't forget her. All right, well, we'll let you get down there and celebrate a little bit, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, next up on the list is going to be Balin Powell.
Hold on. All right, you ready?
Whenever you are.
There you go.
Balin Powell, and this is Richard, Amanda, and Mark up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there you are. Well, tonight you brought home your third place finish. You're a newcomer to the league, and you're starting to make a statement. Man, we wanted to hear a little bit about your race.
Man, it's the first time I've really ever drove on this track a full race. I've never really practiced it until earlier, so I didn't know what to expect. Started 10th, just stayed in the top 5. Luckily, you got to restart. Leader took top, and I was behind him, and he did his job, and I fell in. Just all by luck.
Well, like I said, being a newcomer, you know, you never know what to expect. But we see great things coming out of that number 11 Ford Mustang, and man, you got Charlotte coming up next week. How you feeling about 150 laps at Charlotte Motor Speedway?
I feel good. I'm only part-time. White Line let me in to run part-time with them due to work. So if I'm in town, I'll run it. I feel good about Charlotte. I was running real good last week. I ran good this week. I'll be all right.
Absolutely. Well, we hope that you're in town and you'll be able to join us for that race. We'd love to see that number 11 right back on the podiums. And but man, you did an awesome job, up 7 spots from where you started the race. And man, you earned all the shout outs that you would like to give, my friend.
Just thanks to the guys for hosting the races, White Line Racing for letting me join and run part-time with them. It's a blast. It's a real good league to join. If anybody's watching that wants to run it, don't think twice.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you get down there and celebrate just a little bit. Thank you for coming up in the booth and letting us talk with you for a moment. And hope to see you next week.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too. All right. Next up is going to be Mr. Scott Healy, the newcomer, bringing home a podium.
There you go.
All right, Scott Healy. This is Richard, Amanda, Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, man. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. We're able to talk to you once again. You finished on the podium. You finished in second, right there where you started this race. A few incidents, but not a bad race at all. Now that restart was very, very interesting. Tell me, if you had a few extra laps, do you think you would have had anything for that 27?
Maybe. I mean, before that green white checker came out, I had that momentum. If that yellow didn't come out, I probably would have got underneath them. But it just came out the right. Good second. I can't even think of the words. I'm sorry about that.
Fine.
It just came out the right moment and just screwed everything. And when the restarts came back, I just had some problems with the shifting and it screwed me up. And a couple times, and after that, it was pretty good. Happy to see P2.
Absolutely. We're glad to see you up in P2. Made a pretty good statement here at Dover, the Monster Mile. It's pick some cars up and spit them out, quite a bit tonight. But yours was not one of them, so congratulations on that. And, man, you got Charlotte next week. Can we expect great things to come out of that Premier's Racing Setups number 64 next week?
I feel like I got a strong shot. I mean, Charlotte and the ovals are, my strong suit, and we'll see how it goes. These cars are very, very weird. Sometimes they want to spin out on you. Sometimes they just want to be tight. So we'll see how the race goes over there, the temperature and everything. So we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely. Now, if you are a subscriber to Premier Race Setups, or if you just buy individual setups here and there, you can use SBRN10 and get 10% off if you do get their setups.
Hey, sounds good to me, man. I'm just on a personal team, so they just give me the setups. I just run it on the open setups on iRacing. So I'm glad they're on the car, and I'm glad that my team's sponsor it.
Absolutely. Well, let's get down there and celebrate. You have a wonderful night, and we will see you next week at Charlotte on Wednesday.
Sounds good, my man. Have a good night.
You too. Next up is going to be that number 27 of Darren Bruce. Put on a really good show, had a fast car, and was able to bring home that trophy here for the Monster Mile.
There you go.
All right, Mr. Darren Bruce. This is Richard Amanda. Mark up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I know you got to be feeling happy that is over, because how much more did you have in the tank? I mean, you put on a really good show, but you had a lot of fast cars still behind you.
True that. I don't know. It would have been interesting to see if it went any further. I think I'd save my tires some. I was kind of trying to pace myself and not blister it there at the end. I did not want to see all those cautions at the end. That had me scared to death.
Yeah, it had us kind of worried too, but you got that last restart. You definitely got a good jump, and nobody was able to track you down. Man, what you got for us next week? You think you can put that 27 back in victory lane next week? We have Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's a pretty good track.
Yeah, that's a good track. I don't know. I think I said before, I'm just learning these next gen cars. I'm not used to running them. This is my first time at Dover in one, and it'll be my first time at Charlotte in one too. So we'll see if I can find something. It took me 100 laps to figure out how to get around here today. So we'll see how it goes next week at Charlotte, trying to figure the car out there.
Absolutely. Well, when those podium finishes, and especially the win, you get to give all the shout-outs that you would like to give, and the floor is yours whenever you're ready, my friend.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you guys for the broadcast you put on. You guys do a great job, and all the guys that add me in and put the races on for us. This has been a really fun league to run in. My teammate Trent, he's working again tonight, not here. Looking forward to having him back. And I run the Dirty South Racing Colors. I want to thank all my Dirty South racing teammates for all their input and help throughout bringing me up in iRacing and getting me going.
Absolutely. Well, you have a good evening, and we will let you go down and celebrate and get ready for your day tomorrow.
Oh, I also want to say howdy to my grandchildren. I know they're watching. Thank you very much, guys.
Oh, not a problem. Glad you were able to get that last shout out. Don't forget about them.
Thank you.
All right, that was that was a pretty good race. I cannot lie. Um, I just thought of Sir Mix a lot. Well, definitely a good race. Definitely had fun in the chats. Fun talking to these drivers. Fun watching them. Congratulations, to our top three. Congratulations to our biggest mover, Joel Munchel, Jay Munch. But that's going to conclude our evening. Next week we're going to be at Charlotte, so make sure you tune in for that. That's probably going to be some more exciting racing. Might see Herbotten come back as he was working tonight. So we'll have to see what happens. But plenty of things, plenty of broadcasting going on. Of course, we will have tomorrow night, Thursday night. That's going to be for the North American Stock Car League. I believe that's going to be at Las Vegas. And a couple of our four-wide drivers are going to be in there racing that. Then also Sunday, we're going to have four-wide. And Monday, we'll see what happens with that. So that might be something new coming Monday. But we want to appreciate everybody that stopped by, spent the evening with us. We know the race took a little while, but still got plenty of time to get enough Z's for that work day tomorrow. But as far as me, myself, and me, Mark, and Amanda, it's been a long night, a long day for me too. Do y'all have anything?
Do not.
Mark?
Nope, I'm good.
Y'all can add something if you got anything.
You covered everything.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm loving how the chat's, a little spicier than what it usually is.
absolutely. That's why we do this. I mean, we are their entertainment and they are our entertainment, so we like to keep them going. But that's going to conclude our broadcast for tonight. We hope y'all have a wonderful night, wonderful rest of your week. If we don't see you the rest of the week, and God bless.